Creation is my people's language. Blended ebony and ivory keys, Coltrane G to major C. Our gangster has always been innovative.
It's been roughly 2 years since the last time I sat down with spoken word artist Huntor Prey. Hunter, thank you so much for speaking with me today and sitting down.
Thanks for having me. Again,
yes, I'm so glad that we can catch up. For those that don't know exactly what is spoken word art, what is that? How would you describe that to someone who has no idea what that is?
spoken word is basically the art of poetry and the art of writing. One of the reasons why it's called spoken word is because of the performance of it. So depending on how you perform it and how you present it to the people is usually how they kind of categorize spoken word. In my eyes, it's kind of all encompassing. Like, spoken word is writing, it is poetry, it is speaking it. I even consider verses, hip hop, things like that to kind of fall under that umbrella.
Yo, alternate reality, alternate points of view. Parallel universes, Picard versus Q. Living these verses, transforming krakens and demigorgons. This life is semi-torturous, albeit semi-gorgeous. Former latchkey kid in metamorphosis. At times it's changing like switches in gray DeLoreans. Flickering lights when I roll by. Car lights swoop like fireflies, epic multicolored skies.
Where do you get a lot of your inspiration for your work?
It comes from a lot of different places. It can come from personal experiences. It can come from the things that I see. It can come from other people's experiences. Sometimes it can come from pop culture. Sometimes it can come from just the feeling that I may get just from music. So I kind of do this big gumbo amalgamation of things when I'm usually working or when I usually create something. I want to display a humanity to kind of everything that I do. Creation is my people's ladder. Now we sit in high society with low-brow fitted hats. No cap, no lies, just infinite imagination pulled from the blackness of our lives, the black of our dreams, gatekeepers of the cool and all that jazz. American Mozart tailor-made with rhythm and blues so rock and roll could walk the path already paved. Sun shines even in dark times, and we string silver lining poems and wrap pretty pink bows around anguish and call it soul. That is our gift, because creation is my people's battle cry.
Do you already have like an idea of like what the beat is, what the theme of the piece is going to feel like? Is it fast-paced, slow-paced? What does that process look like for you?
Yes and no. Yes and no. One thing that I do know that I tend to do is try to match, I guess, first the emotion of what I'm trying to get across. Since I'm like a big story slash movie type kind of person, I tend to follow those same tenets. So it's like there's always an intro, there's always an opening. Then, you know, I would have kind of like the beginning setup or either like the thesis. After that, once we go into the story, this is when we actually lead into the issues, which lead into the climax. I was like, the climax will then lead to the resolution. So there's always that flow to like storytelling that I try to have on my stuff. When I match that with the emotion, that's when the words kind of like present themselves. All calligraphy written by me in the grass where my butterflies flew. Only to learn that love is a freedom that chooses to sit in the palm of your hands. That dreams are on a flight stream without pattern headed towards the horizon. That relationships, like life, can be delicate things. And they can either stay, land, or leave you. So yeah, I chase butterflies, chasing dreams. Like the wind chases the breeze. And my eyes can envision someday a scene of me catching up to those dreams.